Weird. We are the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Drexy
and Denise, and we are recording with special support from Councilmember Mark Collier,
broadcasting from a galaxy far, far away.
Pew pew.
Weird.
Welcome back.
Hi, camera.
Welcome back. We are here with session number 3 of our RPG session with our amazing, glorious, lovely, wonderful galaxy mistress, Jessica.
We have our pesky Jawa, Eric here as well.
Jawa's only bleeding a little.
Only a little bit. So, we have Denise here with Kyla.
And then Rex here with Fox.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. So, you want to do a quick recap, Jess, of what just happened?
Well, so last time, we basically suffered through combat. Mostly Pesky. Pesky really took a heavy hit from a frag grenade. Unfortunately, I think it ended up hitting just about everybody.
Yeah.
But you got the worst of it. Impressively, our person who was like, I'm not the fighter at all, had a really cool trick shot there at the end and took out the last group that could see through the foam, the flame retardant foam that was spraying out of the ceiling. Because someone set 2 people on fire. Yeah. It's like General Grievous proud of yourself. But trooper chest. And out of the spot where Pesky just put a hole in there.
Pesky's leaving bloody footprints.
So, you all have go for it.
We didn't do any experience points.
Oh my god, we did not do experience points.
So let's wrap that into this one because we didn't do it last time. I think Jess is gonna award us experience points for the last game
for each section.
Yes.
So y'all beat stormtroopers. We had 2 groups of 3. So why don't one group did sort of fade off because they did not know where you went. But one of them in that group died. Why don't we go 20 XP for defeating our a total of what we had 4 stormtroopers go down. So we got 20. And we got to roll for destiny.
Wait,
I can't.
where do I change? It's not the waffle, right?
No, you have to go
that
to
you have to do from your character sheet. All right. So our current destiny pool is 2 dark and 2 light.
Okay.
So we're in
Pretty bad.
perfect balance, but we will see how things shift.
I just spent 20 of my XP to get the Coven talent because I thought it sounded rad.
Well, it is cool, but as friendly GM, because I want you to spend on things that will help you.
Okay.
Coven is most effective when you have other Night Sisters around you.
I just saw it for each ally, and I was like, I have 2 allies.
You do, but unfortunately,
So
they're
maybe
not,
that's not the best.
not in your coven. Well, they're in your coven, but they're not Force users in your coven.
I got it.
So you might
Okay,
consider.
let me keep looking.
You did have a really nice one on the opposite side of your tree from that one. It could give you range defense. I think it's called Sixth Sense.
6 cents plus 1 range defense.
And it's pretty
What does
good.
that do?
So, when those stormtroopers were shooting at you,
Mhm.
Aside from the environmental effect of foam, they would have had a setback die for trying to shoot you.
Okay.
Because you're just good at dodging.
Okay. I want that.
So
That seems like it makes more sense.
definitely helpful.
I am not one with the Force in this game.
You see that? You got a lot of triumphs last round. I wanted to say that was all the lucky rolls.
Because I'm inspiring.
That was a little bit cheaper.
Inspiring to yourself.
I mean,
Yes, I can inspire myself. It's called a pep talk.
You look in the mirror.
I give myself pep talks all the time. I can do this.
I got this. We're gonna make this work.
Like-
We're gonna rock it. Yeah.
It happens like in every movie.
You know, boost yourself,
See if I inspire you next time, Betsy.
right?
I mean, maybe next time you get to roll a boost die and it will like be really good.
That'd be great. Jala would like to not be bleeding more.
Let's make where we'll start is like you pitter pattering through the hallway, leaving a trail of foam as it is starting to shed off of your body. You all are pushing a cart of
Yes.
frantic animals. You had called
They
them
are
a bit
freaking
earlier,
the fuck out.
but they're like covered in foam now, and it's just sort of like because that stuff is like solid, you know. It's just like shooting out of the bars of the cages, like in sheets. And pouring out. They're sort of growling and hissing because they don't like it.
Confused.
No,
They're not going to
I
have
don't
no idea
blame
what's
them.
going on.
Some of the creatures, you know, that are like they tend to groom are actually like grooming it off and like spitting it out because it can't taste good. That being said, you're currently trying to move quickly out of the corporate sector of
Yes.
Quinn's space station, making your way to the hangar bay, where you oh no, we're all gonna start singing.
Foaming with bloody.
You thought that's what I know. Pesky boy.
Oh, I spent so I did buy that range defense, but I also spent another 10 to get outdoorsman.
Okay,
I thought
that's
it would
that's
be-
actually a really good time. In the
Cool.
environmental situation,
Yeah.
you would have mixed all the
Yeah. for in the future. Yeah.
So that's where we open. We open with you all fleeing down the hallway, trying to get out of the corporate sector.
Okay.
At the moment, no one's stopping you. Obviously, you downed the stormtroopers.
Uh-huh.
The other group is still lost in the miasma of foam. There are several people that are beginning to gather at what is essentially the like exit of this place. They work here. They're all like really confused about what's going on. And then here you all are. That's where we'll open up. You tell me, what are you all doing?
I think we are running, right? Like we're just
Well,
we're not running because
okay,
I'm just walking quickly.
briskly walking back
Briskly walking. Yep.
because I'm assuming everybody else is also briskly walking towards
Right.
the exits.
Well, at this point, they took
Okay.
the time to leave, and you all ended up in a little bit of combat action.
Mhm.
So they're all kind of trying to stare in to the doors, trying to see like what's going on because they don't know that you pulled the alarm. They just know the alarm went off.
And there's foam shooting.
Yeah,
right?
and
They don't know
now-
why.
And
They
now
just-
they see people coming out with like there's foam flowing out of one hallway, and you're coming out of that hall, and
I think it makes sense for us to be briskly walking out of the foam.
that's fair. That's
You know.
fair. But there are curious.
But they're
glances.
curious. I'm gonna say, as we're walking out, I want to be like, "Oh man, those troopers! They shot their fire like they were blasting at somebody in there, and they set off. Like, how careless are these troopers? Like, when I thought they were trained better than this.
Yeah.
Like nearby in the
And a
crowd,
quick
it's just like,
bystander.
Yeah, be protecting our galaxy. They are supposed to be there for us, and they're setting off fire alarms. What is
Look at us. We're
just for giggles,
Only foam. No,
there's a pretty large crowd gathered here, but just for giggles, give me a hard charm check, and let's see how riled up you can, or leadership, whichever happens to be better.
They're both 2 yellows and 3 greens.
Oh, that's pretty good. Nice. So 3
Yeah.
purples, roll your yellows and greens.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are the purples again? Are you assisting Pesky?
I don't know. Pestis
Are you trying to rile up the crowd?
is happy that there's only foam on Pest.
A lot of success too. So for folks at home, since they can't quite see, we have 3 success because triumph is success and triumph, and then 1, 2, 3 advantage. We've got 1 threat though, so that'll drop it back down to 2. You succeed on this check and super well. The crowd is like, yeah, what are the stormtroopers doing here? This is a private business. They're interrupting our research. Like they're starting to get really mad. That means that you have a triumph. What might be cool to go with that?
Could we get?
I would say I want to use this as us being able to escape because all these people are riled up now, and like they're
Use the
all
commotion to
I
just
would
be
say, they're all now riled up. I'm just gonna
Let's go.
Yeah, just
Stay away.
we just grab our Jawa, keep him between us, push
So, like, as you all like continue exiting out of this corporate zone, like the crowd just sort of like pushes in. They're starting to get like kind of angry now, and so some of the stormtroopers, like, they finally meander their way out of the foam, and you just hear them like, "What are you all doing in there? You're ruining our research." Like someone throws a badge. And you all are able to like
started
make
right
it to the lift. So you all get on the lift. No one's following you. They're too. You step on, and it's sort of like.
That scene in the movie during the middle of all the chaos when you're all just in the elevator.
Just
Rocking out to the elevator music.
It's not very good.
It never is.
My elevator jizz playing.
So when the lift opens up on the sugar level, you see someone you recognize kind of off in the distance. There's several individuals kind of passing between you all.
Okay.
The station's always very busy, but the hangar bay especially busy. People are carting cargo. There's like droids going around trying to get ships hooked up for fuel and everything like that. But you see Sleazy, SL33-C. You recognize like their hood and everything, and you see their little like Rhodian antenna kind of sticking out from under the hood. And they're like off in a corner. You see them like point off somewhere, and like as soon as an individual of the crowd that's sort of obscuring your sight of who they're talking to, the crowd sort of moves away, and it looks like he's talking to an Imperial officer. And you realize as Sleazy's pointing, it's like in the direction of your ship. The officer clocks the direction Sleazy's pointing in, nods. You see them like say something into a comm. And why don't you all give me a vigilance check? This will be for everybody. I'm going to say the difficulty is easy, so 1 purple.
Okay, so that's 2 green dice.
1 yellow, 1 green, and a purple.
So roll that up. Let me know how you do it.
Roll up.
Whoop!
Oh, no. Very aggressive rolling.
Aggressive rolling. We have 2 success. The advantage and the threat cancel, but we have 2 success. So I'll describe after we see the results of everyone's check. Let's see how many of you pick up on this. Very nice. So
These cancel out, right? And then
no. Success does not get canceled by threat.
Okay.
Only failure cancels success. So
Okay, I keep getting the symbols.
it takes a little time.
Okay.
Yeah, no judgment here.
So targets cancel out the
The wings.
The
I
wings.
call it the Death Star.
The Death Star and the wing things cancel out, but then the blasty things are successful.
the arrows
Yeah,
with the black.
arrows and stars cancel.
Okay.
Yeah. So you succeed super well. On the 2 threat, I'm just gonna say it takes you a little bit longer because you're so focused on
Sleazy and what he's doing, trying
and
to
then
keep
we'll
tabs
see
on
how Pesky goes. And then
he's dropping
He is losing a lot of blood and can't hold on to his dice.
oh dang, Pesky, you have. So I feel like every campaign has the one player who has like the cursed
Oh, no.
roll,
And that's
I feel
you.
like it might be you.
Oh no.
So these cancel. You have 1 advantage, so you don't succeed, but I'm going to describe the scene, and maybe you can think of something cool you want to do with your advantage. So, Fox, you hear this right away, and Kyla, you hear it, but you slowly pick up on it because you're so focused on Sleazy. But immediately, like after this Imperial officer has like said something into the communicator and like done sort of like this sort of hand motion where they like whip it in the air, right? You all hear that sort of telltale sound of like the locking mechanism that forces the
everything's
ion
shut.
doors to like not like let ships out.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what you'd want to spend the advantage on for something cool in the moment. Is there anything else you'd want to notice?
About. Well, you said there's a lot of droids. Are there a lot of troopers around, or just a couple of Imperial officers?
There's some troopers, but they're just kind of like meandering through. It's not like definitely not like a strict like. They're not looking for anything in particular.
Patrolling.
And you know that like some of the docks have some of the large Star Destroyers in them. Now this hangar bay is obviously not where those are, because those are like up and under the station. Yeah. These are more like, you know, freighters and like starfighters and that sort of thing at this level.
Okay. So there's a few Imperials, but not like a lot.
Yeah. Nothing that Pesky would feel is like a threat or anything like that.
I guess that counts.
If you would like it, yeah.
Okay. Can't do anything else. I mean, they can't run away.
It's a good thing to clock, sort of like what the security would look like. I'll add on to it if you'd like a little bit.
Sure. Yes.
You have advantage, so let's roll
Take
with
advantage
it.
of the advantage.
You don't know that things are locking down, and y'all haven't chatted with each other to like who Pesky in yet. But I'll say something else. You do notice, since you're focused on like security, there are other you're in hut space. Like this is the edge of hut space, so there are thugs and gangsters about who would be watching the hangar bays for the movement of their own sometimes illicit goods or weapons.
Yeah.
So you clock that. So you're aware that there's some Imperial presence, but really not much, and then a much higher concentration of like
The
hut enforcers.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know.
So yeah, I assume y'all are still walking. Do you swap information?
Yeah, I hope so.
Right, like as we're talking, we're probably like, "Hey, did you hear that? You know, did you see him? Did you see him pointing?"
I was like, Sleazy. Sleazy's name just essentially describes himself.
You know,
Like, why
we should have known. We should have known he'd sell us out.
we're supposed to be doing a job for him? Why are you going to turn us
Yeah,
in?
that doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he's getting
We're
paid.
working
He's
for
double
him.
dipping.
Yeah, maybe they paid him more. But I think we're still probably walking in the general direction of our ship.
Yeah, and I mean, no one deters you from getting there. It's a pretty decent walk. This is a huge space station. Just to remind you all of that picture we saw in the very first session. Like just the command module of Star Destroyers. I mean, it's like 20,000 feet tall, pretty much. And that's like a little baby, like itty bitty, minuscule mouse size type compared to the size of Ken's space station. So even the hangar bay, even though you're in the smaller bay, even the hangar bay is pretty massive.
Okay.
So yeah, you all are easily able to make your way through. It's just a matter of getting through the crowd. Several people do sort of like freak out about the animals because they sort of like as you walk past. They don't like the lights. You're clocking that. Like they're kind of cowering as much as they can in the center to sort of avoid the lighted areas coming in.
Does one of us have a cloak?
I would say I have my performance cloak
I think I've got.
that I can put over it.
You might need that though. If you take it and cover the animals,
Yeah,
then you might need it.
I think I have a thermal coat.
In your
bag.
Yeah, as soon as I can find it.
Your survival pack.
Yes.
So
Can we
Pesky,
take
you
that
can,
out and show it? Yeah.
If Pesky's okay, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that,
Well,
Here,
I was trying to.
Pesky, pull your cloak out, and that'll. I think maybe that'll calm them down a little. Maybe help to not draw some attention to us if our new pets are trying to eat everywhere we walk by.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do my.
So
Yeah,
Pesky,
we don't
you
need
talk
that
with
right
the
now.
over the cart. They quiet down a bit, and
Yeah, thermal cloak.
fewer people are like concerned about like the sort of ghoulish nightmare animals. just reminder, if anyone's forgotten, they had like really like, patches
patchy
of
fur
fur and like their eyes were kind of like
It's hard to tell
red.
exactly what they are, right? Like,
Yeah, like they don't look right. But yeah, so you push the cart over to the ship. No one is impeding your ship. No one's got it blocked. That being said, since you two succeeded on that check, glancing up, you can see like the little there's little essentially lighted notifications to let you know when the doors are open or when they're closed.
Yeah.
You can see that lockdown is initiated, so the red panels illuminated. But yeah, no one stops you from getting on your ship. It's already fueled up and everything. You would have paid for those services when you got on.
When we landed.
So
what about can BB-10 somehow jack into something to like undo the lockdown?
we could try, but would BB-10, would Tenny be able to change a lockdown on an entire space station?
Or even
you
for
won't
our
know until you
section?
find out.
Jawa has Plan B.
I would say,
what's
yeah,
Plan B?
Back at spaceship, Jawa has a suit, and my suit has
Because we're on the ship
a
now, right?
arc welder,
You
a
don't
cutting
have to push it,
laser.
but it's to get the exit open.
Right.
Yeah, but we are on the ship.
Yeah.
So you
Right.
can't access
You can
your
access it.
Right.
Okay.
Which it has an arc welder, a cutting laser, repair tools, blah blah blah. But Pesky can go clamp, 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 and just cut a big old hole in the side of the ship, and then we don't. Or I guess I could cut up the controls.
But
that
Pesky, you have pretty high knowledge. So you would know, because you've been around, you would know that, and you probably have actually a really good mechanical score just based on your intellect alone. You would know that there are actual there's like a clamp mechanism that sort of like rotates to like
an override.
Yeah, on
Oh,
the outside of this, just outside the port. Now, even though the ion shields or whatever are like more firmed up, they're firmed up to stop ships, not smaller things. So you feel pretty confident that you could make use of your tool and go out there if you would like.
Oh, that'd be more likely to work than the droid.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because that's not really Tenny's thing. I was just thinking
It
of
might be.
all the times that our two little jacks
There's
all kinds of.
ports that Tenny could plug
Because our two
in.
jacks in all the time, Tenny. But you have really, really high.
Jawa's smart.
Yeah.
Jawa takes stuff apart.
Right, and that's
That
kind of
would
your
not fit
job
back
is to
together.
deal with the tech and stuff. So I feel like you might know more.
I feel like you'd know more too.
Okay. Jawa's gonna go on a little Jawa adventure.
All right.
All right. So
Maybe you could boost them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's inspire.
He's getting a little neck suit.
He's like getting set up to operate inside the helmet of this thing.
So, we have a med pack, don't we?
Oh, that's,
Yeah.
He's probably.
that's true. You know what? Oh, you know at the end of combat. So it's more for strain, but I know that Pesky still had a strain. But at the end of combat, you can make a cool or discipline check, or at the end of an encounter in general, which you all have definitely finished one. Cool or discipline, whichever skill is better. You roll those dice, and for every success that you have, you recover a strain. So
Kind of the same.
Discipline.
3 green.
2 green.
And then I forget, Fox, you might have a talent that lets you have balance, so you can roll your 4th die with this check.
So this is to see how much strength
Coverage strain. They might add a what? Oh, cool.
Very nice. So honestly, you recover all your strain. Generally, a triumph on a check like this, it doesn't do anything extra. I usually let people heal an extra strain.
Okay.
But you have far exceeded your.
I only had 3 strains.
Yeah. So, Kyla, you really take a breath. Being on the ship is like, okay, we're fine.
Good.
Fox, same for you. So I only show 1 strain for you. you more than recover it. The light side of the force is sort of like calming.
Just a wash, and I'm just like,
You just hear that. Well, I don't know. How do you perceive the force? Is it like a hum? Is it threads? Is it?
it feels like musical notes, and
Okay.
just like kind of happy. You know, if I'm using or feeling in the light side, then it's just sort of these like very calming, almost chimes. You know.
I was about to say what you're
Yeah.
making me wind chime.
Yeah. So when you
And then maybe if I'm tapping into the dark side, it's a little more of that like thunder,
oh man, what is that?
organ music,
Punk?
and
Do you guys remember?
oh,
Or Crash Punk or whatever it was.
that's
Had some
fun.
visions. Oh man. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, so as soon as you're on the ship, like it's like wind chime feeling, like I am at peace. You recover all of your strain with that roll.
Bad.
Pesky, how did you do?
I've got 3 explosions.
That's awesome. Because I forget how you do. I forget what your strain was at, but you would recover 3.
It's only at 1. so
Okay.
I'm good.
So that's a good thing. So we've got strain covered. Now for wounds, you want to do medicine checks. I can talk. I got words.
words are hard.
Okay, so I've got
Agree.
And I forget. So first things first. Because Pesky is the most injured. Now I will say if you are working on yourself,
Mhm.
the difficulty is a little bit harder.
oh,
So it is helpful for an ally to work on you. It just they have a lower difficulty.
Sure.
But
Makes sense.
did you have a med pack?
I do have a med pack in the survival kit.
Okay, cool. So you have the tools for the job. I forget if that survival kit version is the one that gives the boost die or not.
I think it's that's a basic.
Let's see. Yeah, basic med pack. Okay, so it's considered that you have the tools for the job. I forget. Did y'all find stems in the medical supplies?
Oh, we got journals. We just got random science stuff that we just grabbed. I think we did grab.
Because you
I
grabbed
think we
those
did grab
medical
some
crates,
stuff.
and they would have had stems in it. They are meant for the. It was originally meant for the.
I said we
colonists,
did
right?
grab the veterinary pack too. Is that
Yeah, we
Yeah.
grabbed the backpack, but they have
John was like one step away from
right. Jaws are kind of animals.
You are still considered
it.
a humanoid.
Okay, fine.
You are above the rat. You are above that, Pesky. But you do have the tools for the job. Pesky does have a med pack to
Okay.
work on humanoids. Is someone willing to help Pesky?
yeah, I can.
I only smell a little.
You're at
smell a little bit.
416.
The phone
I'm at
knocked most of the phone
414.
Yeah.
Do you want to, or do you want me?
I don't think it matters.
Who's got the better medicine?
I have.
We both have.
Uh,
I'm two.
I have a green and a yellow.
Oh,
What do you have?
I just
I
have
have
two.
Oh,
three
I'll do it
green.
then.
Okay.
Right,
So
so-
in this case, we're gonna have you work on Pesky. So Pesky, why don't you just lie back and relax? You are less than half your wounds, I believe, or are you more than half?
Yeah, I'm at 7 out of 11. I think.
Let's see. So that if you doubled it, it would be 14. So you'd be more than half
Yeah.
because you only have 11 total. So I have to cheat a little bit because it's been such a hot minute. We have a lot of 4th healers in my normal game, but I want to say that this is only going to end up being average for you to do it. But I get what to lead you astray. Yeah.
You pick out the bits of shrapnel and put a couple stitches in, and I go take a shower. I'll feel.
So much
I'll
better.
feel so
Mine
much
was
better.
better.
Right.
So much better. Here we go. Food, medicine. Cheat sheets are amazing. So Pesky, you're at greater than half your wound threshold, so it will be just average for you. So
Okay.
2 purples.
So I've already rolled those. So can I just add the 2 purple?
Do you want to re-roll the whole thing?
Oh, sure.
Because they're advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm doing it. Yeah. We'll shoot for success here.
Dog. Yes, it's dog.
Oh no. Nope.
I'm gonna be worse, buddy.
Oh, no.
Absorbs the bad luck. So I don't do that. If people say like bad medicine checks make it worse, those are horrible humans.
Oh, good. Okay.
You don't hurt Pesky. But
That's good.
you've never dealt with a wound like this before. Pesky took a
You got
frag
hit by a
grenade.
grenade like full force, man.
And it's a lot of pieces. So you could take a stim out of the medical supplies, and you could stim Pesky, and Pesky would recover 5
I think we should.
wounds.
Yeah.
You know, it's 1, and they wouldn't get any if it wasn't
If
for
y'all-
pesky taking.
If you guys die, they don't get their supply.
Yeah, so I think we stim pesky.
So Pesky recover 5 wounds.
Pesky feels good.
Who else is wounded? Fox, I think you
I have-
took some wounds.
I have 4, and
And I
you
have
also have 4.
Okay, so you're definitely under half. So if you want to try and help Kyla, it would be easy.
Okay, so just the yellow and the green,
Mm-hmm.
and the purple.
Yes, easy. Yeah, simple is
The
no
purple
dice.
is easy,
Easy is 1 dice. Average is 2.
Oh, I got
and it builds up.
So
yeah.
simple and then easy.
Yeah,
Thinking they were energy.
not quite. That's way better. Awesome.
Cool. Okay.
Kyla, so Fox works on you. You recover 2 wounds, and you would recover a strain if you had it.
All right.
So, do you
Okay.
want to help Fox?
Yeah, I can try to help you.
Give it a shot.
Now, we'll say Pesky has the better medicine.
Do you have the better medicine still?
I have 3 green.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
Maybe pesky should work.
I'm
with me.
useless.
Yeah, something I didn't think of, because I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. You could work together to try and
We can.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
can
we're
instead.
this.
Probably a little bit in a hurry anyway, so that's... Or like, hey, you take out that shrapnel and I'll wrap the wound. That'd be great.
Right. Yeah.
So on an assist, you wouldn't have been much help.
I'm
So
saying I'm
you-
useless.
but do you want to try rolling a boost die?
Yeah.
I think I can't remember exactly what you had on that roll. But we'll say if you get a success, that would be another wound that we take off. Boop, blank.
Oh,
Oh no, you like shared the card.
I'm only down to 2. I'm down to 2 out of 11. We're okay.
So
Okay.
Pesky, if you are assisting Fox on healing Kyla, that would add another green dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I add it. I was waiting for you to do it.
I don't know how this works.
Usually I just give it to whoever's initiating
That's
this one.
Mhm.
So you'll recover another wound.
very
And then if because we gotta heal Fox still.
Yeah.
So if you two work together, you would use
Really?
Pesky's dice. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not you wouldn't add a boost because straight up like his skills are better. Now, granted, let's just do it. So if you two want to work together, let's throw a boost die on there. Fox is under half, so it'd be easy.
Yeah.
Let me.
Okay, so that's...
Surely it will work out. Yes. Into the curse.
Yes.
Into the curse.
There. Blow the curse away. Oh no. Use Pesky, use it's the shiniest, most beautiful thing you
Oh, I
could
can-
steal.
my
Pesky,
goodness.
you can do this. We'll use the force. No, that's okay. We do have 1 success and we have 2 advantage. Fox, you don't have strain, I don't think anymore. But
I
you
don't. I got
you
4
do-
wounds.
You do recover 1 wound on
Okay.
that success. So on a medicine check, when you're doing the medicine check, successes recover wounds, uncanceled advantages recover strain.
Okay.
So
Star success.
Okay.
These are.
So I'm at
Okay.
360. Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
that's bad. Yeah,
So
you're
we're
the
healing.
tougher one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm meant to be the tank.
All right.
So we are going to inspire Pesky.
Yes, you can
So,
do this.
Pesky, I'm sitting here
Yes.
giving you a
Play-
shoulder massage.
Play Eye of the Mythosaur or something.
I am the Mythosaur.
All right. We got this. You have helped us plenty of times by making faulty. You got this. This is easy peasy. Right up your skill set. You're
You're
gonna
so
pop out. You know your
It's
tech.
great.
You know your information. You know how these space stations work. You got this. It's a cinch.
Yeah,
No
easy
need to
peasy.
work.
There we go.
And you have a
Easy
com,
peasy,
right?
Jeff.
Oh yeah.
I say we got comms.
Yeah,
to
I got
communicate
comm.
with each
Oh,
My
While this is going on, I'm just gonna kind of kick back and rest a little because I'm still a little bit banged up.
other. We got this. We will
Yep.
be your
Unpack
eyes
the
from
animals.
like,
Yes,
Well, I mean, maybe leave them in the cages, but like
get them away from you.
we will be your eyes from the sky.
Yeah.
From the ship.
because this is
Because you
So-
had like the two comms in there.
Okay,
so
okay.
you had- I bought my own comm.
Yeah.
So we're like,
hide them from the light.
Okay, so
Yeah, so I'm
I
gonna go while you
I
guys
can
are
move
doing that.
into gravity.
I'm
I
moving all
can
in.
fly in zero G. I have a arc welder, small cutting laser, repair tools. Just the suit's designed to help with repairing starships in space. Let's see, solution. Okay, so the suit can go into space and it can project its own gravity field. So that's
Very
cool.
cool.
Pretty legit.
It's pretty
All
legit.
right. So Pesky, you're suited up. You're inspiring. Do you want to make your leadership check?
yes. All right, we got this. Indiana Jawa.
Indiana Jones.
All right, 2 yellows, 3 greens. Do I have any other?
2 purples, I think, is the base difficulty on your inspiring rhetoric. Very nice.
Hey, one of those mini things.
Yep. So I know that we cancel here and we cancel this one, but you still have success over here and a ton of advantage. So Pesky, make sure you add boost die to your next skill check, and we'll say next 2 because I think your leadership ranks for 2. So you're feeling pretty confident because Kyla's sometimes maybe hard on you, but she believes in you right now. And you feel like this is
Right.
your moment.
Pesky feels 12 feet tall because he kind of is.
He really you like boom, 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 because it's like a big heavy
Right.
suit. Make your way out of the ship, and
So do I suffer a strain for using that?
oh no, because
Okay.
we're not in combat.
Okay.
So yeah, just loud banging sounds. It's pretty loud in the hangar, so honestly, no one actually notices.
Okay.
But
I just look like a big droid.
but you're able to pass through the shield because right now it's just trying to stop ships from exiting.
Ships, not small droids.
And as soon as you step out, it's just the silence of space and the echoes of Kylo's words in your mind. And
This Indiana Jawa.
you like step out. There's like that hum, like as the magnet boots react, and you are attached to the outside of the station. Looking around, you can kind of like see pretty good distance up because obviously the hangar doors are huge to let ships in and out, and you're just a little Jawa. But you can see the like mechanism that shifts to like strengthen or weaken the hangar bay door, like the field, the force field.
Right.
What do you do?
Of course, I want to stay away from anybody that might be watching. So I want to stay not close to the edge of the open, but a few feet away,
Yeah.
and just kind of carefully clump my way over. And I want to go over to the mechanism, and being that I'm a very clever Java, I want to is it like an electronic thing, or is it something that Java can just push?
It's pretty analog. That being said, give me let's do knowledge education.
No, Java's very smart.
It's kind of a large space station. You haven't seen this exact one before. You're kind of aware of what it does. So I'll say there's a setback die.
So you have
Although
to figure out a little bit.
You might have a talent that cancels that. You do. So we won't worry about the setback die. We'll just worry about the base difficulty, which
Okay.
will be easy.
So I have education. Is that what I'm going with?
I think that would be the best one in this situation.
Okay. So I've got a yellow dice, 2 green ones,
And don't
So-
forget your boost.
plus the boost. plus the setback because I don't know much.
You
about
cancel the setback because on
Oh.
your. I'm looking at your sheet right now, and
Oh,
you have a talent that removes setback.
okay. So
So you won't need to worry about it. Anyone else would. So you just have the difficulty of 2 purples or 1 purple.
okay.
Yeah.
So that.
So go ahead and make that roll and beat the curse. So beat
Come
the curse.
on.
We're gonna. Oh my! Good catch. It's already good though. It's already good. Hey, very nice.
Woo-hoo.
So those cancel, but look at this. So you have 1, 2, 3 success, 2 advantage. Pesky, as you're looking at this mechanism, you realize that, like, not only are there various levels to how this functions, but you could fully turn the shield off, which means everything in the hangar would just fly out into space as soon as it drops, because there's nothing to stop, like, it's space, it's just the big old vacuum.
I mean,
So you know which level you need to hit to, like, just let the ship escape. But I just wanted you to.
Right.
Yeah.
comes. Are you going to tell us this?
Right. So I don't want to murder everybody. I wouldn't mind murdering just a handful of Imperials, but I don't want to murder everybody.
You don't want to follow Chopper's like
Just
Just-
like moral struggle here. Sleazy is still in the hangar
Oh,
bay.
no. Oh no! But there's like all those other people in there that are cool.
I mean, some of them might be cool.
Okay, that's true. Maybe they're all.
we are in Hutt's
We
territory.
are in that space.
I'm just here to give you the moral quandary and make your life really difficult.
Jawa is not executioner.
I feel like that's the first thing y'all hear through the comms.
Jawa's not.
Jawa's not executioner.
Pesky.
Pesky finds lock,
Okay.
and I can just turn it down, or turn it off, and everybody does it.
No, wait.
But I like some of those people. Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe
tell
they have
Pesky
things.
that we are part of everybody.
But we're in
But you're in the ship.
You're in the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Right. Right. Pesky does not want to live with that on Pesky's conscience.
yeah, I don't
So-
want to be a mass murderer today.
No.
No mass murder today. I'm okay with that.
Are you able though to
Pesky, just turn it down.
Just enough to get.
so we can fly out through the
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pesky even welded to that spot. Turn it down. Turn it down. Weld.
Yeah, override it.
Can't like that.
We just hear the Jawa
That's
giggling through the comms, and we don't know that he has welded. We just know that he's giggling about something.
I'm gonna have a check involved. Just because if you fail to get like a really good connection, they might be able to override it. So I am gonna have you do a mechanics check for us.
Pesky's very good.
You have the tools. I'm gonna say you get a boost die for your arc welder. And we're gonna stick with easy on this
Okay,
because it's a
mechanics.
very simple device.
Right.
So whatever your mechanics is,
3 green.
boost for your tools.
Boost.
Boost from Kyla. Don't forget that.
Yeah. I feel really good about this
And a
weld.
purple, right?
And then the 1 purple.
It's a really good weld. This is what the machine's for. I'm a Jawa. I do this sort of stuff all the
Oh
time.
my god! Don't just. I swear, if he thinks it, I'm gonna die.
It's like half of them out.
No, it's okay. These are the good ones. And that one, yeah. So,
Oh, it looks good.
we have 1 success, 3 advantage. It's a really good hold. You know for sure this is going to stick in place. It's not going to move.
Very
So the force field, like that panel in front of your ship, is clear for you all to take off. Very cool.
Okay, so knowing that we get out, we need to make sure we get him back to the ship. So can we?
Or you can just open the hangar open. Pesky's got.
Well, I want to make sure that as we exit, though, that we are going towards your direction,
Oh,
not just like
Right. Right. Well, I'm just saying I don't have to plump my way back.
Yeah. We can take
Super
you
cool.
out.
I think it's super cool. So, like, as you all begin to like pull
That's
out
what I'm
of the hangar bay, Pesky, like, you could totally just push off of that space station and like land. On
Yeah,
the ship.
because you
I
have
think-
your grab boots,
Yeah.
right? Like on your neck. That would
I have my
make
mix
your
my own
ship-
gravity, and I
That would be
magnetize
rad.
to your ship.
camera cuts to outer space view, ship pulling out. We have the hum of the engines and just pesky leaping. And then like as soon as you get within range, like that magnetic pulse of your suit attaches you to the ship. So you're able to like go climb in through the door. We're close to time, I think.
Yep.
So-
Yeah. My son's at home. He's messaging me.
Well, back to the ship.
So that'll be where we leave off. Because your next step after this is to reach that colony,
Yep.
deliver the
Okay.
goods.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
And
we
take-
made it off.
Yeah, we did.
Get out.
And we rescued some critters that should not have been in the hands of whatever was happening.
You haven't had a chance to look at the research yet.
I'm saying, well, we're
We have some classified information to inspect, an Imperial
Yep.
code cylinder to crack.
Next episode should be very fun. So make sure that you join us next week
Yes.
to find out what happens now that we are all safely back in our ship and heading through space.
and not being followed by stormtroopers anymore. So that's good.
That was so cool.
It has space.
I knew you could do it.
Good job, Pesky.
I knew it.
Maniacal Jawa laughter.
I have like an overactive imagination, so like the look in my brain of what that would look like.
Right?
in
Like
the
a
movie,
movie kind of
you know what I mean?
As he's flying out.
Space.
Right. And then your ship's just gliding by. My ship's just, or my little suit's just.
Yep, and then it just.
And then all the stormtroopers and the Pharaoh's like, dude,
We're gonna
fucking
have to
lost
see
that.
all the piloting skills to use next.
Oh,
Oh my god! Well, and the navigation aspect.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. All right. Well,
what about? Do we want to wrap up the experience and stuff
Yes.
instead of having to do it?
yes.
So I felt like that was pretty cool. Also, like the spacewalk was super legit.
Yeah. What?
So I know that mostly we focused on like trying to get recovered health wise.
Hey, I started a riot.
Yeah.
This
Very
one,
cool.
the ride was cool, but also like, dude, that spacewalk was awesome. And we have interesting complications. What did Sleazy sell out for?
Oh, yes. And to whom?
Right.
Lady?
The Imperials, does he have names? Does he do they know things?
Why were they asking questions?
Right. Don't know.
How much did you say? 25?
25. I know what.
So that is a perfect cliffhanger for the next week. From our galaxy to yours,
May the force be with you.
always.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha, written and produced by Denise McKay,
Edited and produced by Rexy Jupiter.
and with special brand marketing help by Bailey Hawkins.
Original logo design by Tyler Rigney.
And intro and outro music provided by Galactic Empire. And you can find us on all streaming platforms at Traveling Bantha, and now on YouTube.
Don't forget, we also have a Discord where we have channels for all kinds of things. So remember to come join us there and sign up for our Patreon. You get exclusive merch, behind the scenes look, monthly Women of Star Wars episode, and more things as we're always adding them.
And special thank you to Jedi Knight members and higher, including Rooney, Michael Beavers, and James Peak.
And Mark Collier.
And from our galaxy to yours,
May the force be with you.
always.